best farmer you ever meet is one that's kind of out of work, because the way the system works anymore, it doesn't reward the most productive. In fact, you'd be better off just insuring your land and letting the government take care of whatever national disaster that they decide to declare. It's never ending, and it's more common than ever. But one of the things about a fair and just farmer that you won't find, because like I say, they're out of business, is that they're out on their property, probably a rental at this point, and they're on some government assistance, which is the irony of it. And they grow a lot of asparagus. One thing about fair and just farmers that aren't actually farmers anymore, but living in rentals that are subsidized by government funding, is that they're growing asparagus in their parents' acreage ditch. And it's great asparagus. It's a great story. And it's a lot of work. Because not only, they're not living at the parents anymore, even though the parents are probably still helping them out because they're out of work farmer. But the parents are also letting them, because the parents made them this money. This is old money.
Yeah.
And so they go out there, and not only are the parents helping them live, as well as the government, they're also giving them a little plot of land to grow that asparagus, and probably even bought the asparagus and the fertilizer and whatever the hell else you need for asparagus. But shit, is that good?
We had a tradition when it was asparagus hunting season. We'd go hunting, and you'd get some of those brown paper bags that you get from the grocery store, that you kind of hang on.
They're environmentally friendly.
And we would go out and we would just hit gravel. My mom and dad, and we had some neighborhood friends. They liked asparagus pie and the whole shebang. And you would go and you would run into it. And I guess that we were stealing it because
you guys are considered sorry sons of bitches, because that's a lot of work. Asparagus.
Yeah,
it's like rhubarb. Oh, I'm just gonna go and take some guy's, rhubarb.
Never rub another man's rhubarb, huh?
Yeah, you're gonna flare up.
We would go hunting for asparagus, and I love asparagus.
Yeah.
If you really, to me, you just throw it on a platelet and just a bunch of olive oil or peanut oil and a bunch of salt and just
gorgonzola.
Oh yeah! Wow! Now you're starting to speak my language.
Yeah. Well, when you're freaking stealing my asparagus, why don't you milk my cow? And the thing about it that the last guy that stole my asparagus, you know how I figured it out? I could smell his pee. I could figure it was him because I could smell his pee. And I followed this guy, followed him, tailed him, didn't actually see him, but I saw him speed off from my patch, ran out there, it was dusk, decimated my crop.
Are you one of those that when you eat asparagus, it makes your pee smell funny?
Yeah, well, yeah, and it made that guy's pee smell funny too.
So, yeah, wow.
I found a lot of guys in the bathroom, and I that's what happened here.
And you caught the musk of that
wafting.
And that's a thick, earthy musk is a good term. That's like, when you've been on a real heavy gin bender, sometimes when you urinate, it's kind of like an oil where it's just like like your body's shutting down.
Oh,
that's kind of how I feel.
You're making my kidneys hurt
after asparagus, but asparagus doesn't have the sludge, but it has the musk, the aroma.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, asparagus popping. Yeah, it pops out and hits you in the fucking face.
You caught that son of a bitch, huh?
Yeah, and there was a little bit of a wrestling match. He peed all over me because his pants were down, and so I got to get rid of those clothes.
I was gonna say that's got to be like cat urine. That's got to be ruined.
I got rid of those clothes.
You just got to burn them at that point.
Well, my parents got me new ones,
Well, your parents had that burn pile. I suppose you put all that ruined asparagus piss clothes in that.
Yeah, well, I threw it on. I had to cover up his body with something.
Did you get the asparagus?
Yeah.
Did you burn it yet?
No.
This sounds like
you don't burn asparagus.
Okay.
You don't care what it's been through.
We might want
to fed it to somebody else, but you don't burn it.
We might want to rethink some of the. I'm just starting to put together some of the story. We might want to try to change topics because I think.
Oh well, I don't think anybody would argue he didn't have it coming.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I was.
I've been a farmer for 10 years, and I've been out there, and
you were you?
I refused insurance.
Were you subsidized?
I refused all of that, and that's the story here. Is I lost it all. But thanks, Mom and Dad.
Сейчас это город посреди бескрайних соснов.
I'm sure you have some holiday traditions that you're real steadfast with. Maybe you can.
It's quite a thing to accuse a guy of, but I don't go overboard, that's for sure. And I only pick a select few. I mean, there's the one, if I'm going to be honest, the one in particular that, I got to wait a whole another, 6-7 months for is, Garden Meditation Day. It's, it's coming up here on, May 3rd, like 6-7 months. It's a long wait for me, but I'm constantly waiting.
Really?
Anyway, and that's kind of the point of the holiday, Garden Meditation Day. You take your yoga mat, you go out to your garden, you go out to somebody else's garden if you don't have one, and you sit and chill. But I got an angle. I don't that's not how I play that game. That's not how I celebrate that holiday. I want to, yeah. It is, because I go out and I'm doing a public service as far as I can tell. I'm testing these people's ability to chill, basically. And that's the point of the holiday. You go in your garden, you yoga it out, you figure it out. I'm going out there and I'm, testing their ability to chill. I go out there where they're sitting. I don't actually touch them. I get very close while they're sitting there, they're stretching, morning dew, birds chirping.
So I'm
going out there and I'm pushing them. Hey, come on. Are you able to take this or not? Are you really celebrating if this is bothering you?
Is this borderline harassment or you're keeping it legal?
I'm not thinking about, those terms, but, probably not.
Is it a public garden or is it
anybody that thinks
private?
I'm causing a problem for them aren't really celebrating a holiday as far as I'm concerned, because they should be able to put up with what I'm throwing down. I'm going in that garden and I'm making them a better person. They're being able to calm that inner beast, because I'm pushing them. And if they can make it through me, they could probably make it through everything. I'm going out there. I'm not, like I say, I'm not touching their mat, but I'm with my breath. It's touching their skin.
When that morning dew, and I'm sure that the weather's
some of them have beautiful, elaborate gardens, landscaping. I fuck it up. I'm pulling probably expensive plants. They've spent all their effort on.
You're really getting. When May can be such a tough weather month. You could be 88 degrees or it could be 22 and snow.
I'm out there in both of them. So are they, by the way.
Well, yeah.
People that celebrate that holiday are hardcore.
Good for you and good for them. That's a tradition that I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna put that in my calendar and I'm gonna have to join in.
But whatever side you take, as pissed off as they get at me, I always get a letter the next year. It's like, you really helped me. You really tested me. I'm better for it.
Yeah, that's a devil's day. Yeah, I
don't like it.
Well, it's in my traditions that, and I've got a couple of real old traditions.
Like I said, I've heard about it, and I'm kind of interested in learning more. It's kind of weird, really.
With the seasons and fall, I really get into the idea of soaping people's windows, where you take a bar of soap and your car windows and house windows and whatnot, and makes it real tough to see out of the window. And I kind of think that's funny, and
that's fucked up.
Yeah. Well, and it's kind of tough to clean up.
Are you like hiding? Are you elusive?
It's done at night when people are sleeping, and you are trespassing in most cases, and you're not destroying property, but it probably is. I didn't think about it like that. It probably is some legal ramifications. I might have to rethink my.
It's kind of disgusting.
Will you remember that time we were at that bad movie night? And I think we were watching Good Burger or whatever, and Joffrey's girlfriend, she had put that Crisco all over her breasts area, and then went over to a neighbor's car, and then placed her breasts right onto the car, and that's a real bear to clean up too. But that's,
so you're doing that with your breasts?
Well, that's neither here nor that was no. But back to the holiday tradition, with trick or treating. Let's just forget about the soaping the windows, because that sounds like I might owe some sort of restitution or something. So
yeah, be careful. I don't, I'm not one to say that lightly, because I'm kind of like all for testing waters and authority. That's fucked up.
I've actually, if we could strike that,
probably not.
Let's get to my next tradition.
Okay. You got more than one. And that's what I've been hearing. Not the details, but that you just have so many.
Well, let's steady as she goes, my friend. Steady as she goes. Trick or treating, Halloween. It's everybody's favorite holiday now.
They like that candy.
Yeah, and one of my favorite things, besides the masks, and I've had a weird feeling about masks. I keep seeing this gorilla ghost, kind of intermittent.
I had a dream I got shot the other day.
Really?
You're screaming Latin at me. Trans-Lat, Ubiquitous.
Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah. That was a holiday too, or what?
Yeah, it might be. We'll get back to you on that. But one of my favorites, the kids would come with their costumes, and they'd have their paper bags, and they'd, trick or treat, and you hand the candy, and then they go to the next place, and me and my brother always kept a bowl of ice.
What?
So it's kind of already starting to melt. It's not fresh out of the freezer. And, the kids would trick or treat, smell my feet, and and we used to throw, because you just start putting it into bags, and we would take some of that condensating ice, and throw it into their paper bags, and then my other brother would be in the bushes, and then as they would walk away, he'd start to trail.
What is he, a freak?
Oh, well, no, he's a candy-aholic. but as that ice
got that pump
start to get the bottom of the bag wet, then the bag would give from the weight of the candy and the condensation of the ice, and then he would take all that candy.
Oh my god!
And then bring it back to the
candy at that.
But the funny thing is we never ate the candy.
Oh,
we redistributed it. We just kind of.
I love your system. I thought you were real pricks. No, you're doing God's work.
Is that kind of like strawberry wine?
I don't know. But ground cherries, and then ditch too, and those are fucking delicious. You ever had ground cherries?
Oh.